In this video, I'm going to show some examples of how to find the area of a trapezoid. To help you understand how to find the area of a trapezoid, I'm going to trace this first trapezoid, and then I'm going to duplicate it. And if I now take this duplicated trapezoid and rotate it around, I can join it with the other trapezoid to form a parallelogram. This new parallelogram now has a base of 30.4 meters plus this other side, which is 18.6 meters. And we know that because that other side used to be right up here. Now it's shifted down to here. The height of the parallelogram is 12.4 meters. So if we were to find the area of this large parallelogram, it would be 30.4 plus 18.6, the entire base, times its height, 12.4. However, we do not want the area of the entire parallelogram. We want half of that because we want just one trapezoid, which is half of that parallelogram. So if we multiply that by 1/2 now, or divide the entire thing by 2, we get the area of a trapezoid. Let's look at that same process on number 2, where we have a right trapezoid. I'm going to trace it again and then duplicate my tracing. If I now take this duplicated trapezoid and rotate it around and then join it up with my other, I form a parallelogram again. And this parallelogram is a special kind of parallelogram called a rectangle. But this rectangle now has a base of 10 plus 6. And it has a height of 6 inches. So the area of that entire rectangle is 10 plus 6 times 6. However, we want a trapezoid that is half that size. So we're going to multiply the entire thing by 1/2 or divide the entire thing by 2. We can say that the area of any trapezoid is therefore base 1 plus base 2, where this and this, the parallel sides of the trapezoid, are the bases, times the height, which would give us the area of the entire parallelogram, divided by 2, because we want half of that parallelogram. Let's go back now and find the area of the trapezoid on question number 1. First thing I'm going to do is add 30 4/10 and 18 6/10 to find our new base of our parallelogram. And that's going to be 49.0 meters. We're now going to take our new base, 49, and multiply it by the height, 12.4. The 12.4 goes on the top because with traditional multiplication, I'm going to ignore the decimal and place it at the end. (16, 9, and 4). We had one place value here that I needed to shift my digits. So we have 607.6 is the area of that entire parallelogram, but we don't want the area of the entire parallelogram. We want half of that. So I'm going to divide that now by 2, which is the same thing as multiplying by 1/2. There's a 0 there. And it looks like we're going to get 303 8/10. And this is going to be square meters because we're multiplying base times height, meters times meters, to find the area of the trapezoid. Notice that in the answer choices, answer choice C was the 607.6 that we originally got. They were just basically putting a distractor there if you forgot to divide by 2. Question 2, we know that the area of this trapezoid is 10 plus 6, 16, times 6, and then we want half of that. And because this is all multiplication, I actually could do half of 16, which is 8, and then multiply by that by 6 and get 48 square inches, which is B. And on question 3, if I were to duplicate this trapezoid, I would have base 1, 21, plus base 2 to give me my new base. I'd multiply that by the height, which is 15. Notice that the height is perpendicular to the bases. And then I would need to multiply that entire area of the parallelogram that I would form by 1/2. So 21 plus 15 is 36. And the associative property will let me do this in whatever order I want because it's all multiplication. So I'm going to do 1/2 times 36 is 18. And then 18 times 15. I don't know 18 times 15, so I'm going to go ahead and multiply it out. That gives me 270. And we were working with inches, so it's going to be square inches.